Would you buy the Sony A7CII Mark II for nature photography? And would I be ready to sell my Sony A1 for web camera? And what would you do in my place? Nature is truly amazing. It can captivate, motivate and push our photography skills when you are out in the wild, taking pictures of stunning landscapes and incredible wildlife. Having the right gear is a game changer. If you are wondering if the Sony A7CII Mark II is the camera for your nature photography adventure, stick around. We'll explore the world of nature photography and see if this camera can help you capture those stunning moments in all their glory. And I'm going to decide if selling the A1 is the right decision. Certainly, evaluating whether to sell my Sony A1 is an important decision. In this review, I'll weigh the advantages of the Sony A7CII Mark II for nature photography and see if it could potentially replace or complement my A1. So let's crack on. Ever since Sony first unveiled this camera, I've had it on my mind. After delving into numerous online reviews, my curiosity got to the best of me. I decided to reach out to my Sony contact and inquire about the possibility to obtaining the camera. After some days, to my sheer delight, she granted my request. The excitement was palpable, and I eagerly anticipated its arrival. After a brief wait, the camera finally arrived, and I felt like a child with a brand new toy. My initial experience with the camera was quite positive, and I knew that I had made the right choice in reaching out to Sony. After bringing the camera home, I decided to test out the Sony 55mm f1.8 lens. I was curious about the human and animal recognition feature, so I experimented with my cats and even tried it out on people on TV to see how it worked. The result was pretty interesting. The A7CII Mark II recognized immediately people and my cat as well. As I held the camera in my hands, I felt a sense of excitement and curiosity. I couldn't wait to try it out in different contexts and see what it was capable of. But I had to be patient. The perfect opportunity to test it out didn't come until I visited the local lake. Hello, today. Sorry, I was saying today I'm going to try the A7CII Mark II. The last, one of the last camera by Sony, the second version of the A7CII. But fortunately, Sony sent me to try it for a couple of weeks. So I'm pretty curious to understand how it works in wildlife photography, mostly for bird photography. So today I'm over here at the Barrett's Lake district to try some picture with birds. As you know, this lake is quite full of coats, yes, egrets. Sometimes there are the gray herons, as well as the marsh area. Sometimes there is the kingfisher, kingfisher, beautiful, and nothing. So, my portable hide, in order to stay quite close to the water. Nothing now. I have to wait, as always. So, see you later. The weather forecast wasn't promising, but I was determined to make the most of it. As I stepped outside, I was greeted by a dark and rainy day. Despite the less than ideal conditions, I was eager to see what the camera could do. Okay, it's too dark inside today because the sky is cloudy, and so I have to use the LED light, in order to illuminate me a little. Unfortunately, the weather made it difficult to capture the beauty of the lake and its guests, the birds. I didn't let it dampen my spirits. Instead, I saw it as an opportunity to learn and grow as a photographer. As I ventured out with the camera to capture the tranquil beauty of the lake, I found myself grappling with a few itches. The absence of the ideal button and other customization buttons caught my attention, causing a twinge of frustration. I felt a bit lost, knowing there was a solution but reluctant to embark on the task of customizing all the buttons, especially since the camera wasn't even mine.
One of the strangest things of this camera is the lack of buttons. Okay, just to be clear, there are almost all buttons you need, but compared to the Alpha 1, okay, Alpha 9, or maybe other camera of the Alpha 7 line, it lacks some button, so the customization button, but in my opinion are super useful. Furthermore, there isn't the AL button for sticking the exposition, that I think is super useful.
Furthermore, being get used to use a viewfinder in central position, this one was a little uncomfortable to use. However, as time passed, a light bulb moment struck. I discovered that the camera's touchscreen held the key to my predicament. With a few taps and wipes, I could effortlessly adjust almost every setting. It turned out to be a surprisingly easy and quick fix, though in my heart I couldn't shake the belief that a physical button always holds a certain charm.
Good thing is that you can almost set everything using the touch screen, but it's pretty reliable. So far, the feeling of this camera is not the best. Even though I have small hands, the camera, they don't like it so much. And the viewfinder, as there is on the left side of the camera, for me it's quite uncomfortable. I would prefer to have it in the center of the camera, like the Alpha 7, Alpha 9 and Alpha 1 cameras.
As I delved deeper into the camera's capabilities, I stumbled upon a remarkable feature. The video autofocus system, to my amazement, easily tracked and maintained focus on the intricate detail of birds' eyes. It outshone even my trusty Sony Alpha 1 thanks to the AI processor embedded in the A7CII Mark II. Unfortunately, when I was shooting, there were hunters. I'll never understand their reasons why they kill animals, but you know, the most of the time, they enjoy themselves to end the lives of these creatures.
The aspect of this camera is that the autofocus module, when you use the videos on the video mode, is that keep in focus the eyes of the birds. So it shows you the square on the eye of the bird, instead of the Alpha 1 doesn't work like this camera. So dog, and because this camera has the bill, I hope there aren't hunters. Okay, you know, I can't stand hunters. I can't stand hunters. Okay. I was saying, this camera, the A7CII Mark II, has the new AI processor for animal recognition. I have to check out the pronunciation of this word. Anyway, as this new chip that the Alpha 1 doesn't have. So it works pretty well. I have to admit that it works pretty well. Even though the camera is not super faster, but it's not devoted to kind of photography like the Alpha 1 or the Alpha 9 are devoted. Hunters. I hate hunters. They were just shooting on the other side of the lake, and this is a forbidden area. Unbelievable. It's not possible. They can do everything they want, and the government allows them. Yes, because they are paying. I can't stand it. Yes, really, I can't stand it. Birds are all scared. And this is the only natural lake of Sardinia, and the government permits to come here for hunters, for hunting.
Fortunately, not all was lost, and I successfully captured some beautiful shots of birds both on the water and in flight with ease. However, this was just the start. A new challenge awaited, and I found myself contemplating where to venture next. Crucial question loomed: what subject could I focus my lens on? Armed with a powerful A7CII Mark II camera, I believed I still had opportunities. So I headed to one of my favorite locations for Woodland Photography, the Badi Saligas Woodland. Photographing mushroom is consistently captivating and enchanting. I've come across this unique subject, and I hope you enjoy the magic captured in my photos. This time, the absence of additional custom buttons was no longer an issue. I successfully utilized the rear touch screen to configure the camera settings accurately. Consequently, my decision to sell the Alpha 1 became a more significant consideration, especially since the A7CII Mark II was performing really well, with the pros outweighing the cons. Now I needed to determine the best method to test this camera once more. You see, on-scale photography is an incredible personal experience. It forges a unique bond between you and the surroundings, a connection discernible only to a select few. Close proximity to my city lies a charming location adorned with numerous nice spots, perfect for capturing breathtaking landscapes. I decided to visit not just for photography, but also to leisurely stroll with my new remarkable camera in tow. The air was crisp and refreshing, the sky adorned with intriguing clouds, laden with the promise of rain. I found myself both focused and enraptured by the sheer beauty of it all, and so the initial shoots unfolded. Hi there, my friend. As you can see, I'm still sticking with my Sony Alpha 1, so it's pretty clear where my choice landed. The Sony A7CII Mark II is undoubtedly a solid camera with many appealing features that might tempt me, but nothing particularly compelling came up to make me part with my Alpha 1 in favor of the A7CII Mark II, so my trusty beast is still in action. Now, the A7CII Mark II does have its merit: an impressive autofocus system, a good sensor, a dependable touchscreen, a tilting display, portability, and a reasonable price. However, for my specific needs, the drawback outweighed the benefits: limited frame per second, the side-mounted viewfinder, a notable shortage of customization buttons, and an overall sluggish performance. Don't get me wrong, it's a fantastic camera, but it seems better suited for landscape or macro photography. I had reservations about its suitability for wildlife photography, leading me to the final decision to part ways and return it to Sony. I'm truly interested in hearing your perspective on what you would do in my shoes. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section below. Until then, have a wonderful day. If you enjoyed this video, show your support by subscribing to the channel. Thank you for being here with me. Goodbye, my friend.